Hello everybody, I'm here with CSU Extension and 4-H, and we've brought together in collaboration with the Colorado Model Railroad Museum, we brought together 8 different programs to teach you guys all about energy. And thanks to the Imagine Science grant, we have brought things that will teach you all about how to make a solar oven. You will be making your own energy poster. And you'll be also making a potential kinetic energy drag racer, which we have right here, which we have already completed for you. And these are different kits that we've sent to the kids, but you can find these kind of different kits, or you can find these different kinds of materials in your own house. So today we will be learning about this right here, and I know you guys are looking at this. What is this? Now this is called the Graff generator, and other people call this the machine that sticks your hair up on end. So the Graff generator, we're going to tell you all about it, and but first we're going to talk about electrical energy. And electrical energy is all about charge. And so when we're talking about charge, we're looking at the atoms that make up all of matter in the universe. And atoms, if you look at them microscopically all the way zoomed in, you will notice that there are electrons that surround and they go around the nucleus in an orbit. So these electrons is all about what electricity is about. And we will also learn about current and how the current is the flow of this charge. And just like a current in an ocean sends out water waves, this is the flow of these electrons that are moving off of the atoms, and they are flowing through different materials. And the potential of this current is what we call voltage. And now in 1930, Robert van de Graaf developed this machine right here that creates electrostatics, electric charge. And in 1933, they made one that was 40 feet high, and it was so big that it created 5 million volts of electricity. Now this also creates voltage of electricity, and for every inch it's about 10,000 volts, and you will see a discharge of electricity. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn this on. And right now it's building up charge, and the charge is building up, and once there is I can already feel it. So once there is a discharge, you can see a spark that happens between the big ball and the small ball. So now let me real quick show you what's happening inside here. So this is just a ball inside, and there is a belt that is turning around through this machine, and the belt is collecting electrons. Now there's 2 rollers, there's one on the top and one on the bottom, and as the belt is spinning, then it creates it occupies 2 different potential positional in the triboelectric series. So let's go ahead and turn it on and show you guys once again. Now as you can see that there's a spark. Now the electrons are being caught up in the belt, and they're being collected on this metal ball. And all the protons are being collected on the bottom, and it goes through this wand, and all the protons and electrons create a balance of electricity. Now where do you see this in nature, you might ask? You see this in lightning bolts, and that's when the clouds create a a charge of a negative in the clouds, and then the charge wants to disperse and create a balance between the positive and negative, and it creates a bolt, as you can see, like this arc, this electrical arc. So now you can see that I will try to touch it. Yep, and you saw that zapped my hand right there. And it shocks you a little bit, but it's actually making my hand twitch a little bit. And it's a little bit stronger than somebody that would shock you on the ground, rubbing their feet against the ground. All right, so now we're going to take the grounding rod and we're going to put it against the ball to discharge it. And we're going to be putting on these. And now I want you guys to make a hypothesis of what you guys think are going to happen to these little cups, metal cups. And here we go. As I release the one, you can see flying saucers. So what is happening is it's the electrons are being collected on a little brush on the top and the bottom. And there's two brushes that the electrons are being collected, and they're being sent through the rubber band that's spinning up and down, and the electrons collect and they gather on the ball of the Van de Graaff. So now this is something that let's see if I can get it going. So right here we've got some rubber mats, and we're going to place them on the floor. This way I am not contacting the ground with my body. And now as I put my hand on the Van de Graaff, I can already feel it going through my body. All this static electricity is moving through my body, and I can even feel it, my hair sticking up just a tiny bit. So and this is a way, because what happens when the electrons are gathering, they want to hit the closest material and go down to the ground. So that's where we always are told about being grounded and electricity shocking you. So what is happening is these electrons are being collected, and the electrons and the protons are a negative charge and the protons are a positive charge. And what's happening is that the electrons are being separated from the nuclei, or the protons, the positive charge. And when these are separated, it actually is creating a plasma, okay? And this plasma, the electrons will then be collected on this belt, and it'll be gathered up in here, and the electrons collect on this little metal piece here, and then it gets dispersed throughout the ball of the Van de Graaff generator. So there you guys have it. Electrostatics. It's very fun to play with. And you can definitely see on pictures on YouTube or on Google, and see people's hair sticking out on ends. And so what is happening is the electrons are traveling to the ends of the hair, and each strand of hair is charged with electrons. And when each strand of hair is charged, the strands of hair want to be away from each other, so they stick out on ends and trying to create a balance away from negatively charged atoms. So negatively and negative they disperse, and positive and negative they attract. So there you have it. There's a little lesson on the Van de Graaff generator. I hope you guys enjoyed, and follow along with the next few programs that we will be doing on energy. So thank you very much.